or less like a testimony to talk about, and it's something that I was constantly thinking about ever since it happened, and then I was like, should I actually talk about it? So basically, to start off with, as an international student, we already know like at Fonties or like at the university I go to, the amount of money to pay for like the school fees or to finance you is quite a lot. And when I got here to Netherlands or something, I was pretty much like with the mindset of, I can't let my father or like anyone around me just pay for all my finances and all of that. So like my housing, my feeding. So logically, as like a son, I decided that, all right, I'll take care of my feeding and all of that by myself. And pretty much, yes, I've been doing that for quite a while, but then recently I got kind of sick and then I couldn't work for quite some time. And yes, I have an older brother, I have family here, but also at the same time, it's kind of like difficult for me to just go up to them and just be like, yo, could you please give me money for this or something like that. So I kind of had the mindset of, maybe I'll be able to work to get the amount. Then I kind of realized that, okay, I began to worry about like, am I going to be able to pay my rent? Am I going to be able to feed myself? And then some periods of time, I started watching more YouTube videos, and then all of a sudden, some videos came up and was like, just pray about it. Don't worry about it, just pray about it. And then I more or less was like, all right then, I'll pray about it. So for months now, like I think from last month till this month, I have been constantly praying. And when I mean constantly praying, I mean like there's no period of time that I don't pray, which is like in the morning. Anytime something just switches up in my brain and just says, you should pray, I just go on my knees and just pray. Either when I'm showering or something, I just try to pray. And I pray that God, please, in one way or the other, try to find a way to finance me to be able to pay for like my rent this month or whatever. And yeah, I did that for quite a while. And it got to a point that I realized, okay, a sign showed that, okay, I might most likely get a good amount of money very soon, out of nowhere. And I was like, all right, but I thought that it would happen in November, because that was the day that it was meant to happen. And I think it was Saturday, I was laying down in my bed, and then I woke up and went to go out with one of my friends, and then something just told me, like, just check your phone or something, check your account, and then see how much is there. And then I was more or less like, nah, nothing really could be there or whatever. And because it's just random, it's like it's like at night. And pretty much, when I did check my account, it was so crazy that I got way more than I expected.
Wow!
It's not even just a small amount in my head. It's like such a big amount, and then I kind of just had this realization, because every time I'm in a kind of trouble, I always end up just praying to God, and then God always does it for me. But then this time around, this month around, it just really solidified it that like, because constantly there was a day I was deciding that, okay, I want to find out what God's names are, so Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nissi, Jehovah Rapha. And then I realized that this month he was really like my Jehovah Jireh in the sense.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
And I told my best friend the story, and then he told me that every time he's kind of had this moment of not believing in God, that like every time I tell him my story of like something that's happened to me and God has brought me out of it, that it always gives him that, that kind of, it boosts his confidence about God. And then I decided that, all right, today I will just share it to you all. And